Velay will give a darker effect and more depth and movement to your artistic and creative work.
Reptiles, the exotic crocodile skin effect. Nature, design and fantasy, the exotic crocodile skin effect that will enliven even the most staid setting. Apply a base coat of Fondo Universale tinted to the same tone of tinta you will employ for the finish. Using a short pile roller, a plastic trowel or a stainless steel trowel, apply an average thick and smooth coat of decordek that you have tinted to the chosen color.
After about 10 to 15 minutes before the product starts to dry, run the wet Adicolor crocodile skin effect roller down the surface in a single pass from top to bottom using average pressure. Clean the roller well, wet it well, then roll down again alongside the previous design. Continue in this way till the full pattern is created. Before the created design has dried, you can lightly trowel down the surface to soften the effect. Once well dry, you can sponge on other colors to create a more realistic reptiles effect finish, choosing the pearls or metallic effects you fancy from the Adicolor finishes, Velay, Velay Silver and Gold, Sogni SK or Shade L. It is advisable to create a broken color effect, forming nuances and allowing the various tones of color to show through. Let fantasy and nature be your guides and Adicolor be your choice. Sutai, the vibrant, dragged fantasy effect. The modern and vibrant dragged fantasy effect that will turn a plain white wall into a warm and personal space inspired by the past. Apply a base coat of Fondo Universale, colored with the same tinta you will use for the texture. Colour the old-fashioned texturing plaster in the same selected tone of tinta and apply by using a short pile roller, a plastic trowel or a stainless steel trowel to reach an average and uniform thickness. Before the product dries, run the Adicolor dragging pad down the wall, then back and forth, or in the desired direction, to create the ribbed design effect. Clean the pad frequently during this operation. After about 20 to 25 minutes, lightly trowel down the surface with a wet trowel, always kept clean while using, and moving it in the direction of the ribs created. When the plaster is well dry, you can enhance the beauty of sutai effect by sponging on one or more colors, choosing the glazes, pearl or metallic effects from the Adicolor finishes that you like most. Velay, Velay Silver and Gold, Sogne SK or Shade L. It is advisable to run the sponge in the sense of the ribs and to always create a broken color effect, forming nuances and allowing the various tones of color to show through, creating a truly beautiful sense of depth, warmth and glow. Rockful, the stone and rock effect. A spectacular stone and rock effect that will make even the simplest wall look magically stunning and opulent. Using a plastic or a stainless steel trowel, apply an even render coat of Adicolor old-fashioned, white or coloured as preferred. When the coat is dry, or even wet on wet, add other irregular layers of product to build the texture, creating the desired distressed effect to simulate rock, stone or slate. After about 20 minutes, you can model the texture or lightly smooth off the surface with the same trowel kept clean and wet to reach the effect of your liking. After about 6 hours, once the plaster is well dry, you can sponge on one or more colors, choosing from the glazes, pearls or metallic Adicolor finishes that best suit your inspiration. Velay, Velay Silver and Gold, Sogne SK or Shade L. It's advisable to create a broken color effect, forming nuances and allowing the various tones of each color to show through. Combining Adicolor effect finishes, a touch of creativity and your own talent and you'll easily achieve a truly splendid result. Shana, the Beale stone effect. If you are seeking a more personalized substitute for the ordinary, create a feature wall with a natural-looking Beale stone effect. Apply a base coat of Fondo Universale thinned with 15 to 20% water and colored with 2/3 of Tinta Color DT25 in every 2 liters. This will be the color of the joint marks that will show through when finished. Mark out the irregular and varied shapes of the stone slabs using 10 or 15 mm paper masking tape, following an established design or according to your fantasy. Tint the Adicolor Old Fashioned with 1 DTO4 every 4 liters and apply to the entire surface with a plastic or stainless steel trowel, creating the desired textured effect in an irregular thickness of about 2 to 4 millimeters. Once dry, inspired by the natural and diverse tones of real Beale stones, proceed with the application of other colors of Velay in a random technique, by sponge or with the Adicolor glove. You can add darker tones of color here and there to reach the desired final effect. Carefully remove the masking tapes. To proudly display the fascinating Shana effect you have created with this fascinating Adicolor effect. Shana, the faux brick effect. Bricks are the core of our building history. You can now create the charming atmosphere of a brick wall within your home, easily and quickly. Apply a base coat of Fondo Universale, thinned with 15 to 20% water and coloured with 2/3 of tinta colour DT25 in every 2 litres. This will be the colour of the joint marks that will show through when your work is finished. Mark out the bricks using 10 or 15mm paper masking tape, bearing in mind that standard bricks are sized about 8 by 12 by 24 centimetres. To make the classic red brick effect, add 1 tinta colour DT18 to every 4 litres of Adicolor Old Fashioned and apply with a plastic or stainless steel trowel over the entire surface to a thickness of about 3mm, reaching the desired surface texture. Once the textured plaster is well dry, using a sponge or with the Adicolor glove, apply the first colour of Velay glaze tinted with 1 tinta colour DT18 to every 750ml can of Velay to reach a varied pattern and let dry. Inspired by the natural and diverse tones of real bricks, proceed with the application of other colours of Velay in a random technique to reach the desired final effect. Carefully remove the masking tapes and admire the beauty of your Shana brick effect that Adicolor and you have created. Shana, the Etruscan Tuff Effect. A unique and sophisticated Etruscan Tuff Effect design wall that will embellish any background. Apply a base coat of Fondo Universale thinned with 15 to 20% water and coloured with 2/3 tinta colour DT25 every 4 litres, or a different tone to get a cement-like colour that will be the joint marks visible at the end of the job. Create the design of the block marks using 10 or 15mm paper masking tape according to your planned design. Add the chosen tone of tinta to the Adicolor Old Fashioned and apply with a roller or by plastic or stainless steel trowel to a thickness of about 3 to 4mm. After about 20 to 30 minutes, before drying, use the Adicolor dragging pad to dab over the coating in an irregular manner, forming the typical little holes of tuff. Wait for about 10 to 15 minutes, then lightly smooth off unevenly the reliefs with the Desiree Distender. Carefully remove the masking tapes. Once dry, you can randomly brush apply an additional colored staining effect over the surface with Velay or Velay Silver and Gold in the chosen tone to reach the desired creative look. After another 2 to 3 hours, a second tone can be applied in the same way, always trying to achieve a harmonic, broken color effect. And be surprised by the splendor of the Chana effect you have produced using the creative Adicolor effect finishes.